Hello, good morning, Palak, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, how are
Good
you?
morning, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. And how about you?
I'm also doing well. Thank you. Okay.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
let's start with the introduction.
Yes, ma'am.
Please let me know something about you.
Okay, ma'am. So, as you know, my name is Palak Sharma. I am from Jammu. I have completed my bachelor engineering in computer, and now I'm doing a job as a backend developer. So, if I talk about my hobbies, my hobbies, I love to connect with people, and I love to know about them. So, that's all about me, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Fine. So let me share about myself as well. So my name is Sakshi Chauhan and I'm speaking from Gwalior MP. Right now, I have completed my master's and now I'm a PhD scholar. And yes, if I talk about my hobbies, so I'm very interested in reading books and writing poetries as well. So yeah, that's all about me.
Okay, thank you. So, ma'am, you are a YouTuber.
Yes, I am.
So, ma'am, when did you start? You upload your video on YouTube?
I think 2 years back, yes. When I started learning this language, so that time I started my YouTube channel.
Okay. So actually, ma'am, I'm also thinking about to create a account on YouTube channel, but I'm not good at English. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why firstly I want to improve my English. So
Hmm.
then I create a account on and then I upload a video on YouTube.
No, don't think like that. First, I will become fluent and then I will start. No, that's not like that. If you want, you can start. Because when I started, so just for my practice, I was also not as good, right? Even right now, I can say I'm learning. I'm making so many mistakes, but I'm learning. So it's not connected that if we are very good at this language, only then we can start. If you want, you can start right now.
Okay, then I
Yes.
will start. And ma'am,
Yeah.
you speak very well and you speak very confidently and you speak very natural.
Thank you so much. But it happens over the time. When we are doing the same thing every day, we get habitual of this, you know. Initially,
Yes,
I was
yes.
also not fluent. Even I'm not saying that right now also I make mistake. I realize that okay, I'm making mistake. But the thing is that I can correct myself and I realized later on that I was wrong there and I made mistake. So don't worry if you start learning this, if you start practicing every day, so that will definitely beneficial for you.
Ma'am, you connect with people daily.
I try my best. Sometimes I escape, but I try my best to connect with people every single day.
Okay, nice. So, Mama, I have one question. Like, could you give me some suggestion how I improve my English?
Okay. So before giving any suggestion, I want to know from you that what are you doing nowadays for your English?
So, ma'am, like, you know what? If I talk about my English journey, so, ma'am, I started last year, like on June, July. And you know what? When I was in college, that time I faced lot of problem. I rejected only for my communication skills. So that time, I think firstly I will improve my English. Then I apply for any company. So and after that, I joined Joe Stock application. So and that applications I connect with people every day, so then I can see many changes myself, but not too much changes. So due to some reason I couldn't join that application. So again in this year I took a one resolution, like in this year firstly I will improve my English, then I apply for a job. So yes, and again I joined this a Joe Stock application join, and every day I connect with people. Yes, and
Okay.
then yeah, I'm a consistent to improve my English. And today if I talk only for Josta application, and few days back I joined Skype application. And that application I see many changes in myself, because in audio call I'm a comfortable, I have a confidence in audio call, but when I talk on video call, that time I get stuck. I face lot of problem on video call. So nowadays I want to connect with people on video call. So that's all about my English
Great.
journey.
Okay. So few days back you have started like this
Yes,
app. And how was your
yes, ma'am.
experience? Are you connecting with
Ma'am, it
people
was
every single?
good.
Hmm?
Yes, man, it was good. You know what? When I made a first video call, that time I got shivered. I felt nervous. How I talk with people, because in video call we can see each other. That time I get stuck. But gradually, I can see changes in myself. This is my, I think, fourth, fifth call.
Yes, really, this is very helpful when it comes to audio call. And when it comes to our relative, our acquaintance, we can connect with them easily. So we have to
Yes,
overcome from this. When it comes to a stranger, we get nervous, right? We
yes,
feel stuck. So that's why we
yes,
have
ma'am.
to understand. We have to figure out that where are we lacking, and then we have to work on
Yes,
that, right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. So are you feeling comfortable right now? Are you
Yeah, I'm
nervous?
feeling. Yeah, no, no, I'm not nervous.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So by practice, everything will happen. No worries. So first, you have already told me that you are doing practice. You are connecting with people. So this is very good. You are You are on the right way. I would say on the right path, right?
Yeah.
And apart from that, you can also focus on your other things like speaking, like I mean listening, and you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
also read. So do you like to listen to any content like English related podcast
Yes,
and
ma'am.
all?
Yes, ma'am. Daily I watch one conversation video. Daily. When I wake up, so you know what, when I wake up, firstly I watch one English video. Daily. Like in conversation video, it's a in conversation videos, people use
Yeah,
simple words and
exactly.
simple sentence. It is very easy to me understand that English.
Exactly, right.
Yes, ma'am.
When I started learning, so I used to watch a lot of conversations every single day, like every single day, two to three conversation I used to watch. Even I used to note it down, whatever the words, whatever thing that I'm getting new. So yeah, I did a lot these things. Even right now, also I'm listening, but sometime conversation, sometime podcast, some news also. And right now I'm just trying to listen to like native speakers and advanced speakers, right? Because they have a very different accent. They
Yes,
have
ma'am.
like in our India we have different accent, right?
Yes,
But
ma'am.
we listen to people from America, and also they have very different words, the way they use the words, right? So yeah, that's
Yes.
how I'm trying to understand them.
Okay, I'm also trying to listen that video, like native speaker video, but I'm not able to understand. It is difficult to me to understand that videos.
Right.
So that's so, yes, ma'am. So I prefer to watch like some small stories, cartoon stories, because it is easily to understand me.
Exactly. No, no, initially you should start from this, right? But gradually, when you realize, okay, I'm comfortable to understand everything, now I can go one step ahead, right? Then you can do this thing. Like right now, I just want to challenge myself. Okay, let's try to understand them. How are they using the word, the way of speaking, the words, and everything. Of course, we have to be with our accent, whatever we have, our Indian accent, right? But still,
Mm.
we should understand that what are they saying, right?
Yes, ma'am. You know what, ma'am? Tell me one more thing. When you learn this language, so that time you face any challenges?
Hmm. Exactly, a lot of challenges. A lot of challenges everyone face, I would say. The first and foremost challenge was that no one was there to speak. Right nowadays, it is blooming. This Skype app, and so many people are there that you can find on internet. But when I started, I think 2 years back, I was not introduced by this application. I was not aware that how can I find people, because I wanted to practice. And I think this is the reason that I started my English channel. So I just, first challenge was that, then I just try to overcome. I find out people, and I started connecting with them. And the second thing is that I was very confused that should I learn grammar more? Should I focus on vocabulary more? And where should I focus? I was very, very confused that time. So first I completed my all these grammar topic. I would not suggest
Ma'am, your video is stuck. Hello?
hello.
You're your video is stuck. Now you're visible.
Am I visible? Yeah.
Yes,
What
yes.
I was saying. Yeah, I was saying that I would not suggest everyone should go with grammar, of course not, but this was my priority. So I thought
Okay.
let's finish grammar first. And after completion of grammar, then I started working on my vocabulary. And the main thing was that I used to make a lot of mistake, like everyone does that, right?
Yes.
So how did I overcome, or how did I corrected myself? Because whatever the mistake I'm making, I just go to YouTube and correct that and watch the videos related to that content, I mean related to that topic. So this was the second thing. That's how I corrected myself and I figure out that where I'm lacking. And the third thing is that, of course, vocabulary and
Hmm.
pronunciation also sometime it happens. So for vocabulary, I started doing it every single day. Okay, we can work on, 2, 3 words, and then we can make sentences. Most of the people make this mistake that when it comes to vocabulary, they started learning bunch of vocabulary like every day, 10 vocabulary, 20 vocabulary, whatever they are getting, just noting down that. I did same thing. So I
Hmm.
want people not to repeat this mistake. Do not go with 10 vocabulary, 20 vocabulary every single day. Go with at least two. That's enough. At least if you are able to keep that in mind, then two vocabulary are also fine. So I would say I think these three things that I have faced, like finding partners, making mistakes in grammar, and the vocabulary. So I feel that so many people lag there and so many people repeat these things. So I would suggest every beginner that please do not make this mistake.
Yes, ma'am. You know what? This type of problem I also face. You know what, ma'am? When I think about grammar, that time I'm not able to speak. That time I'm also thinking this sentence is wrong, this sentence is correct. That time also this thing. But when I don't think about grammar, that time I am able to speak. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, yes, I watch Ramsar videos. Like, he's also YouTuber, and many of time he told in his video, if you think about grammar, you will not able to speak. And like he said, I also make a lot of mistake while conversation, but no one can rectify a mistake because I'm a fluent. It is
Yes,
difficult to
exactly.
rectify his mistake.
Exactly. Yes, he's very correct. It happens when you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
fluent, when you are completely speaking, you are not getting stuck, you are not using your filler words and you're not stopping. So people would not able to find a mistake,
Yes.
right? And do not think about grammar more. Trust me. Like I was the person who thought a lot, but I would
Hmm.
suggest do not dive into this grammar. Learning is fine, learn grammar, that is okay, but do not think every time just grammar, 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 because that can bother you a lot.
Yes. You know what, ma'am? I took up one course. On that course, like they taught only grammar, like grammatical part. And on that class, 150 students are present on that class. It is difficult to talk with like a teacher. It is difficult to talk with everyone because a teacher doesn't give a chance to every student to speak in class. So I joined yeah, I had been sorry, like I sorry, I
It's
have done
okay.
that course in 4 months, but after 4 months I couldn't change in myself. So
Hmm.
that time I realized it is a waste of my time. So I think we should speak daily, then I change, then I will improve my English.
Definitely, definitely. Don't think about these silly things. Do not purchase anything. Do not spend money because in this era, definitely there are a lot of things. If you start looking that, this course, this live class. No, no, no. Don't think about that, right? Because if you start doing this thing, if you start searching this, you will find a lot of option. You cannot waste that much money for this, right? But you can just work on that, work on yourself. On YouTube we have a lot of content, plenty of people, they have created such a wonderful videos, right?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can learn your entire grammar from YouTube. Do not purchase any course. I mean, what is my experience like, as a friend or as a sister, I would suggest you that do not purchase anything, just go on YouTube. There are so many
Hmm.
people, they have wonderful videos, very informative. even for
Yes.
grammar also, right? You can
Yes, ma'am.
complete your topics. I have completed all my topic from YouTube videos. Still, if I have any doubt, I just go to YouTube, I check that, right? We have
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
YouTube.
ma'am. You are right.
Exactly. So, and of course, speaking is important. So, just try to connect with anyone. Do not think that I'm not fluent and I'm a beginner. If you want, you can also start your channel. That's not a big deal.
But ma'am, like I make lot of mistake while speaking. So that's why I don't want to start my channel.
No, no, don't think. Do not think that you are only making, everyone is making mistake. Trust me. Whomsoever you are talking and everyone, even sometimes the people they are fluent, they make this mistake, right? But the thing is that we are not going to notice them. We are not going to,
Yes.
correct them, or we're not going to say. Even celebrities also, I have seen so many videos. Even celebrities are making mistake, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But when it comes to us, we feel nervous, right?
Hmm.
That,
We
my
feel
God,
shy.
what? Yeah, we get shy. It happens. Even foreigners, when they speak Hindi, they also make mistake,
Yes, ma'am.
right? But they don't feel embarrassed for that. But as an Indian, if we speak English and we make mistake, we feel embarrassed for that. So, this is my personal experience. What I feel earlier, I used to feel very bad about myself. Everyone is speaking so good, and I'm
Hmm.
just only making mistake. I don't know about phrasal verbs. I don't know good vocabulary. But over the time, I realized I watched a lot of videos. I would say that I did a lot of brainwashing myself, like brainstorming, and it took me to understand and realize it's okay. If you are speaking, just speak, and you will fluent over the time. You will learn gradually things. One day that's not possible.
Yes, ma'am. It will take us. Yes, you're right. It will take time. And maybe like this end of the year, I will speak good English.
Definitely, even you are speaking already, that's a big deal. So many
Yes,
people
ma'am.
don't have courage to speak.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now when I think about my last two, three, last year, that time I couldn't able to speak. That I'm very introvert type of girl. I don't know how to talk with people. It is very difficult to me connect with people. But nowadays I can see drastic change in myself. I am connect with people on video call.
Yeah, even I can see you, because you were saying I'm a beginner and I make
Yes, ma'am.
mistake, I'm shy, but I can see you are looking very confident and you are speaking too good. Trust
Thank you,
me.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Yes.
so much, ma'am.
If you do it consistently, you will be perfect.
Yes, ma'am. You're right.
Right. I can share one wonderful quote with you that I always, that keep me motivate. Master in anything once was a beginner. You must have heard, right?
Yes. No,
So
I haven't heard.
yeah, so this is the quote, that master in anything once was a beginner. Like
Yes.
every beginner, later on he becomes master in something. It can be any language, it can be any skill.
Yes,
So
ma'am, you're right, ma'am. You know what? When I was in college, that time I mug up my introduction. I'm not able to introduce myself in front of people.
right.
But now, but now I have seen so many changes myself.
Yes, I can see. Now you're speaking good. If you do it
Yeah.
consistently, you will be fluent. No worries. That will not take too much time. Just
So,
work on
ma'am,
yourself.
hmm, practice and listening is important to improve English. So, ma'am, like, what do you think we should read book or not?
That depends on interest. I think reading is important, because while reading, we can understand the way of sentence, the framing of sentence, or grammar also. But if you are not interested, you can you can skip this part. But I would say that you should try to read, right? Because
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
hmm,
Yes. Continue, ma'am. Sorry for
yeah, yeah.
interrupting you.
No, no, no. Because reading is good habit, not only for English, but generally it's a good habit. But still, if you are a beginner and you are not very interested in, so you
Hmm.
can read at least one page, few lines, because reading is something that we understand. Reading, listening, these tasks. Why do we this task? You know, because we understand the way of sentence, the framing of sentence,
Yes, ma'am.
right? For understanding that, we should do it. Like, but
Yes, ma'am.
still, if you are not taking interest, then try to read at least few page, few line. You can, sorry, you can go to internet. You can read some interesting topic,
You
right?
get a call?
I think I got call, but I disconnected. No worries.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to read a book, but you know what? When I sit for read a book, that like very easily I get bored.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So
It is
read
difficult
something.
to.
You you can read
Yes, I'm
something.
trying. Yes, I'm
Hmm.
trying, but I'm not able to read a book. I get bored very easily.
Okay, okay. You can read stories book or novels, because I am very interested in reading. Trust me, in Hindi and in English. Every time, simultaneously, I read two books, like one Hindi books and one English book. So nowadays I'm reading in Hindi Gaban, that has written by Munshi Premchand, and in
Hmm.
English I'm reading You Can Win by Shiv Khera, because I'm very
Nice,
interested in. That's why.
nice. Okay. So, ma'am, where do you live? There is there is a environment to like speak in English?
No, no, no. Nobody speaks there. No.
Nobody. Okay. So your friend.
Rarely, very rarely.
Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, like same here. There, you know what? I realized, because we don't have any environment, so that's why we are not able to speak English. If we have an environment, then maybe we are able to speak English.
That's the problem,
Hmm.
because we don't have environment, we don't have people, right, in our
But God's
surrounding.
grace, we have a facility. We have a
Yeah.
phone where we can practice. So
Hmm.
thank you, like with the help of God grace.
Yeah, that's why we always think that we are so privileged. Like, if I
Yes.
go few years, when
Back.
I was in my college and in my
Hmm.
school time, so I was not so privileged to have this phone, and internet was there, but not very popular. But right
Hmm.
now, I feel so glad
Yes,
that
ma'am.
we have internet, we have phone, we have such kind of apps. So where do we connect with people? I think we should take an advantage completely for this.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. And team, do you want to say?
No, ma'am. I don't have any question for you.
Okay, okay. You have, really, I'm extremely glad to you. Not for formality, but I'm really glad to you. When I was very connected with you when you were talking and when you were asking some question, I was completely thinking about myself when I started this journey.
Thank you.
So I'm
Thank you so
glad.
much, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So
So
have
I
a
feel
great.
very happy. I have connected with you, and you speak, ma'am, very well. You speak very confidently, and you speak very natural.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you so much,
Have a
ma'am.
good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.